Okay, now we're going to put the panels together and finish the project. So I'm just going to put on a slip knot. And I'm going to go do one single crochet all the way around. Even on the corners, I'm just going to put one single crochet in on the corners also. So I'm just going to pick a corner and cast on with one single crochet, and I'm going to crochet over my tails as I go. So I'm just going to put in one single crochet all the way around. And I'm going to put it on both panels. I'm just going to show you on this one, and then you can do the other panel. And I went ahead and put on one single crochet over this because the edge was kind of rugged and I wanted to smooth it out and finish it up a little bit. So I went ahead and put one single crochet on that one as well to make it look more polished. Okay, I'm just going to crochet over this tail so I don't have to weave it in later. And it's going to curl up a little bit, especially on the corners. Okay, now I'm just going to slip stitch it into that very first one. And I'm going to chain one and go ahead and cut it off, leaving a little bit of a tail to weave in. Okay, so now it looks like this. And I'm going to do that with both of my panels. And now we're going to cast on again. So I'm just going to make my slip knot. Okay, so now I'm just going to put the two sides together like this, with the pockets facing up. And I'm just going to go ahead and get into the corner, put my hook into that stitch right there, and then I'm going to go over here to this other side and put the stitch over here in this corner. Now I'm just going to pull the fabric through and up, and I'm going to single crochet it together. So now I'm going to go into the next stitch and single crochet it together. Go into the next one, and I'm just doing single crochets. Or I'm just going to chain one, cut it off, I'm just going to weave this tail in, and then I'll snip it off. I'll go ahead and weave all my tails in real quick. And snip them off. Okay, so this is what it looks like now. Now, if we want something to lock it up with or seal it up with, I'm going to go ahead and make a little latch here with a button. So you can use a regular button if you'd like, but I'm just going to crochet a little button real quick. So I'm just going to chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to slip stitch it to the beginning to connect it. Turn it into a circle. Then I'm going to do some single crochets in the middle of the circle. There's 1, 2, and I'm making sure that I'm crocheting over my tail as I go. And I keep pulling on that tail to tighten it up, because I want to make sure that it stays out so I can keep tightening it up. So I just want to put as many single crochets in here as I possibly can. And keep pulling that tail tight. Then I want to slip stitch into that first single crochet and connect it together. Then I'm going to chain one, leave me a tail, and snip it off. Now I'm going to weave this string so it'll get into the middle of the circle. So I'm just going to weave it in until I can get it to come out into the middle of the circle. So now I'm going to attach this to the case and I'm going to tie it using these two tails. So I'm just going to attach it right here in the middle. I'm going to put those two tails down into the case so it comes out on the other side. I'm going to put them in two different areas so I can tie it in there. Now it's in the pocket. I'm just going to pull the pocket down so I can tie it in. Make a couple of knots so it won't come out. Then I can just trim that off. It's in the pocket so you won't see it. So now it looks like this. Now I'm going to do another slip knot. Make sure I leave a pretty good tail so I can use it to tie it in. And I'm going to chain, let's see, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I want it to go to this other side, and then I want it to, okay, I think that will work. 14 should work. Okay, so now I'm just going to snip it off, leave me a little bit of a tail, pull that up and tighten it up like that. Put it back around here, and then I'm going to tie it onto this loop right here. Okay, now I'm going to put the other one in and tie it. I'm going to go ahead and tie those together. I think I'm going to weave those into the chain stitch. Then once you weave it in, make sure you go back the other way to secure it in there. And then you'll cut it off. And these tails you may have to secure somehow with some glue or something if you don't want the tail to stick out too much. They don't stay in there as well as the yarn ones will. Alright, there's my hook case. I hope you liked the videos. Thank you for watching.